Hey guys, let's talk about the Tapo C310 now recording. As you can see, I have the camera close to my window and it's working here with my cell phone. I'm using the Tapo app and it works pretty fine. Let me just approach here so you see that I have the playback and download working. When I just tap here, I can see the recordings. It's recording by motion and by person detection. You see here the timeline and the icon here for person detection and also motion detection. So it's working pretty fine. There's this tab here for the card and a tab for cloud recording. So just check yours to make sure that you're trying to check the recordings into the SD card. And if it's not recording, the first thing that I need to check is the SD card, okay? So let me just come back here to the main screen, and here on this menu you see here the storage and recordings and local storage. First thing first, right? Just come here and see if you have the SD card and if it's good. If you don't see the SD card here, just need to open the camera, insert the SD card, or format the SD card if you see it here, but it's not formatted yet. And then you're gonna see the condition of the SD card. If it's recording with the loop recording, which means the camera records all the time, like doing the cycle, okay? It deletes old videos and records the new ones, right? With the loop recording. So basically that's what you have to check, and also have to check here the recording schedule. If you have everything set up to record, like this for example, it's recording by motion detection every single day, and here I have continuous recording on those days, right? Here are the weekdays and the time, right? The hours. So basically just check what you have to do here, or the way you want to record. And also something important, you need to come back here, make sure that you have local recording enabled and record sound if you want to record audio. So back to the main screen here, you see the detection. You also need to check if it's enabled, right? And here there's motion detection. You just check the sensitivity. Perhaps yours is all the way down. So with 1, somebody moving in front of the camera is not enough to be considered motion detection, for example. That could be your case, so you can just adjust here. You can go up to 10, right, with more sensitivity. Usually it comes here like 6. You can just test, get in front of the camera and dance in front of the camera, whatever you want to do there, just to check the sensitivity there for person detection and motion detection. You can do for both, right? And here there's also line crossing detection if you want to use that, error intrusion detection, and camera tampering. The same concept, you just need to enable here and check if the sensitivity is good enough, right? So basically those are the configuration. Let's talk about card now. Again, you have here the storage and, you have here the storage and recording, and you just need to check your card, okay? Let me just bring the camera here and open so I can show you the card. So basically, I'm going to disconnect the camera. And then I bring here and open here this port where I have the card. There we go, 2 screws to remove. And down here we can see the SD card, okay? I'm just approach here so you see better. It's lost just right here. Let me just use my fingernail, so I just push and the card pops up. You see here that I can just pull it away, and there we go. This is a Lexar microSD card with 32 gigabytes, right? That's the capacity of the card. So you just need to use a good card. I have here some information on the left side about the speed of the card, and you need to use a good and fast card, or otherwise it's not gonna work. This size as well, don't use size higher than the capacity higher than 512 gigabytes. Otherwise it's not gonna work. And works from with the range of 8 gigabytes to 32. Okay, I'll leave the link here in the description for this card. And let me just show you that I'm gonna use a different card here just to test it out. Here I have this Gigastone, 8 gigabytes. Let me just insert the card here so you see how it works. Basically, you just insert that way, facing up like this. I'm gonna leave it open for now, just to test the camera. Later I can close this here, and then I just connect the camera, wait for it to boot up. It's gonna take like 30 to 40 seconds. Let me just show more details here. Meanwhile, the camera is booting up. It comes here with the information about the card. You see here, 512 gigabytes. That's the maximum capacity. Sometimes you're using like 1 terabyte or something. That's the reason it's not working. So the camera needs to detect the card, the first thing that I have to check. And then here, if I like try to just refresh here, it doesn't work. After I like put a new card there, I just need to come here. I can just close the application and open it again, just to refresh everything. It's going to automatically log in again, and then I come here to the Tapo C310. And now if I check here, playback and download, you see here, no microSD card. From here you can see it. No microSD card here as well. Here's the information. Or I can come directly here to this menu and come to storage and recordings. And here you see no microSD card. That's different from a card that's not identified by the camera. This one is not available. The camera does not see it. I was testing this card before. The card is damaged, so it's not working even when I try in a computer. And it's different when you have a SD card that you need to format, right? Let me just put this into the computer, and I'm going to format this one in a different way, so the camera will not recognize the file system of the card, and the camera is going to format it, right? So I just use this adapter here. I put on my computer, I will format and come back in a while. Okay guys, so I'm back with the card. So let's say you formatted the card on your computer or formatted on a MacBook. So it doesn't have the correct file system for the camera, right? Let me just bring the camera back here. Unplug one more time, just insert the card. I think it's a good idea to do that so I don't damage the card. And if you get a card like from the store, the card is not formatted yet, or it comes from a computer, so it's not with the correct file system. So I just need to insert the card here again, looking up like this. Oh, I have to remove the other one, of course. There we go. And then I put this one. Let me just put it there. Later I can close here camera. Right now just connecting it. Wait for it to boot up again and see how it works, all right? So again, I was talking about the card, and this one, the camera cannot see it. The camera says there is no SD card available. And the other one now, you're gonna see that the camera can identify the card, can see it, but the card is not formatted, right? The camera can see that's there, but it's not formatted. So it's a different message that you're gonna see here, okay?
The card is not formatted. Please format it according to the app guidelines.
You see, the camera is talking to me already. The camera saw the SD card that's here, and it's just saying that I need to format the SD card. So the SD card here, there's a speaker that camera talks to me, say, hey, the camera has a card, but you need to format it, right? Let me just refresh and see. You see, that doesn't work. Let me just close one more time. Oops, just need to close that way and open again. Then I come here to the camera, and you see I got a message already that the SD card is not formatted. I can just initialize from here. It's going to format the SD card, or I can just cancel and come here to the menu and storage and recordings. And see here, it's different now. It doesn't say no microSD card. It says unidentified. So I just tap on it, and here you see that I need to format the SD card. So I just come here, tap to format it, confirm, wait for it to finish. Depending on the size of the card, can take a longer time. So format successfully, okay, and it's good. And it's automatically with the loop recording. You just can check here to make sure that's enabled, but it comes with the loop recording by default, right? So then I come back here and I have my recording schedule. I'm just edit this and put the select all and put detection recording for all, right? And save. So every single day of the week and every single hour is going to record by motion detection. So I come back here, it's local recording, sound recording, again, detection, it's okay, motion detection in person, sensitivity is good. And something important as well, the zones here is set for all. You can select individual areas here. Sometimes you're just using like this with a specific zone. So let's say, for example, there's detection. Let me just approach so you see better here. Let's say there's detection only on this area here or just right here. So that's why your camera is not recording. Perhaps that's the problem, right? So you can set for the entire area like this and that'll be better. Okay? So let me just come back and I have everything working now. And I can just test here on the main screen if it's recording. So I just come back to the main screen here and play back and download. And I already have some recordings there, right? You see that I just formatted the SD card and it's already recording by motion. You see, I can even expand the area here on the timeline like so. And you see that I have recording by motion detection, in this case person detection, right? Well, it's pretty good, okay? So it's basically working now. And guys, that's what I have to do. Just get your camera, your Tapo camera. In this case, I have a 310, Tapo C310. If it's not recording, you just need to check the SD card to see if it's good, if the camera can see it, and if it's formatted with the correct file system. If it's not, you just need to format it and check and the local recording if it's enabled there, and also sensitivity and motion detection. All right, I hope that helps. Please leave your comments here, subscribe to this channel, give your a thumbs up, and I see you in the next one.